Hello everyone, welcome all back. In this video we are going to solve some problems on one-dimensional steady-state heat conduction. In the last video we have derived the equation for one-dimensional steady-state heat conduction equation for plain wall and composite wall conditions, and we have seen the equations for a sphere and a composite sphere and composite cylinder from the heat and mass transfer data book. Now let me take the first problem. The problem will be appeared in my screen. Determine the heat transfer through the plane, that is plane wall condition. The problem given the problem, it is given that it is a plane wall condition of length 6 meter and height 4 meter, thickness of 0.3 meters. Now you have to be very careful to determine the 6 meter, to put the 6 meter, 4 meter, 0.3 meters. Right? Now I am considering the plane wall like this. This is your plane wall. Right, the plane wall okay, this is your plane wall. Now the given in the problem it is given that 6 meter length, 4 meter height and 0.3 meter thickness. In the derivations part you are considering the length and the thickness are same. Now you consider your room and a single wall in that room has a length of 6 meters. Now this has to be the 6 meter and the height of 4 meter. This has to be 4 meter and the thickness of the wall usually will be the smaller length, that is this is your 0.3 meters, right. So here the given conditions are given length equal to 6 meter, height equal to 4 meters and thickness equal to 0.3 meters. This thickness has to be taken as length in the equation provided in the heat and mass empty data book, right. So given conditions are length, height, thickness, and the second line in the problem is the temperature of the inner and outer surfaces are 100 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. So I am considering this as the inner side of the room. So this inner temperature is T1, this outer temperature is T2. This side is the outer side, the opposite side will be inner side. So outer side temperature is 100 degrees Celsius, inner side temperature is 100 degrees Celsius, outer side temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. So from here to here the temperature decreases, right. Similarly, the next thing, the K value, thermal conductivity as given as 0.55 equal to K. Now you have to given data as are K equal to 0.55 watt per meter Kelvin. It is the given problem, and T1 equal to 100 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 373 Kelvin. T2 equal to 40 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 313 Kelvin. An important thing in heat and mass transfer is wherever you want to substitute the temperature, you substitute with Kelvin value, not with the degree Celsius value. So when the temperature difference is asked, you can substitute in degree Celsius or in Kelvin value, because degree Celsius for 100 minus 40 will be 60. Similarly, 373 minus 313 will be 60. So whenever there is a temperature difference, you can substitute in either degree Celsius or in Kelvin. But so it is a general practice. That is a good practice is in heat and mass transfer. Whenever the temperature is given, you just substitute the temperature in Kelvin scale only, right? Now solution. To find what is asked in the problem, determine the heat transfer, that is Q value you have to find out. So Q value you have to find out. So the solution, you know that how to refer the data book, that is go to the data book and in the content page, if you refer for steady state conduction, it is page number 44. Now go to the page number 44. You will get this equation. This is for composite wall. I already told you in the last video itself, you just refer only the composite wall. Even the problem given is plain wall condition. In the composite wall, there are three materials, that is L1, L2, L3, K1, K2, K3, three materials. In the plain wall, there is only one material, that is L1 and K1. This L2, K2, L3, K3 has to be neglected from this equation. So from HMT data book, you write this equation first, right? Solution from HMT data book, page number 44. This 44 page number may be vary in the newer edition and older edition, right? So from HMT data book, page number 44, Q equal to del T overall divided by R total, right? Then R total is equal to 1 by area into 1 by HA plus, here there is only one material L1 and K1 plus 1 by HB, right? This is the equation you have to take from the HMT data book, right? So the next step is just substitute all these values from the given problem and you can find out the value. We can find out the Q value very easily, right? So here the del T overall is nothing but there is only two temperatures are given, TA and TB are the TA, TB values are not given in the problem. So you just take del T is nothing but T1 minus T2 divided by, in case in the problem it is given that TA and HA value, you have to write here TA minus T2, right? So similarly, in case TB value is given, you have to write TA minus TB. So whichever temperature is not given or whichever values are not given, just neglect those values from this equation, right? So here the HA value is not given. Similarly, HB value is not given. So HA, HB can be neglected from this equation. So the equation becomes 1 by HA into L1 divided by K1. So T1 minus T2 divided by 1 by A into 1 L1 by K1. Just substitute all these values, which is equal to T1 is nothing but 373 minus 313 divided by, now you have to calculate the value of area. So the area, whenever in the heat transfer you are going to substitute the area value, just be careful. Here the area value is nothing but the area opposite to the heat flow direction. Now the heat flow direction is through the plane wall, that is plane wall thickness. So the opposite area is, this is your opposite area, right? This area you have to substitute here, right? So this area is nothing but 6 meter into 4 meter. So 6 into 4, here L1 divided by K1. L1 is nothing but your thickness, not this length, this thickness. 0.3 divided by K value is 0.55. 0.55. Okay. By solving all this equation, you will get 2640 watts as the answer. So Q equal to 2640 watts or 2.64 kilowatts. Okay. Now go to the second problem. The problem will appear in your screen. In the problem, it is given that the wall of the cold room, that is a cold room is kept in the, that is a cold room has a wall of 3 layers. The wall of a cold room is composed of 3 layers. Now, right, given and you have to draw the diagram first. This is my composite wall, and the composite wall has 3 layers, 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can take this as the inside or either this as the inside. I am taking this as the inside, this as the outside. Okay, go to the problem. The outer layer is brick which is 30 centimeter long. So this is the outside, and the outer layer will be, this one is the outer layer. If I keep this as the outside, and this will be your outer layer. So since I keep the outside as this side, and this will be your outer layer. So outer layer is brick. So here I am writing brick of thickness 30 centimeter. Okay, then the middle layer is cork which is having a thickness of 20 centimeter. So this is 20 centimeter. The inside layer is made up of cement, and it is 15 centimeter thick. So the inside layer is 15 centimeter thick. Okay, the temperatures of the outside air, that is outside air temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. This is outside. So outside air temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, and the inside air temperature is, that is, this is TA, inside air temperature is minus 20 degree Celsius. The outside air temperature is 25, inside air temperature is minus 20 degree Celsius, right? The film coefficient for outside air, the film coefficient nothing but the convection coefficient. The convection coefficient for the outside air and brick. The film coefficient for the outside air and brick, that is the film coefficient, that is the film is here between the brick and the outside air. The outside air and brick film coefficient H equal to 55.4 watt per meter squared Kelvin. Similarly, this is taken as HB. Similarly, the film coefficient for the inside air and the cement is inside air and the cement is 17 watt per meter squared Kelvin. So HA equal to 17 watt per meter squared Kelvin, right? These are all the given values, and you have to write the given data as TA equal to minus 20 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 253 Kelvin, TB equal to 25 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 298 Kelvin, and this is L1, L2, L3, L1 equal to 15 centimeter, which is equal to 0.15 meter. Convert all the centimeter and meter values into, all the centimeter and mm values into meters, since the given convection coefficient is in meters, right? So you have to convert all the values into meters. L2 equal to 20 centimeter, which is equal to 0.2 meter. L3 equal to 30 centimeter, which is equal to 0.3 meter, and TATB already written, and HA equal to 17 watt per meter squared Kelvin, HB equal to 55.4 watt per meter squared Kelvin. Okay, these are all the given data, and the next thing you have to draw the electrical analogy diagram. You have to draw the electrical analogy diagram. Here, since I don't have the space here, I am drawing the electrical analogy diagram here. So here, this is R1, R2, R3, and here RB, and here RA, right? Draw the resistance diagram. This is my resistance diagram RA, R1, R2, R3, RB, right? You have to draw this diagram here only. Okay, let us solve the problem. In the problem, you are asked to find heat flow rate Q by A. That is Q by A you have to find out. Right? Now just write from solution from HMT data book. The page number will be 44. I already referred this page in the plane wall problem. So this is my page number 44. Here you have to write this equation and this R equation. Just write Q equal to del T overall divided by R, and the value of R equal to 1 by A into 1 by HA plus L1 by K1 plus L2 by K2. Since it has 3 layers, it should be continue up to L3 by K3 plus 1 by HB, right? In this problem, HA, TA, HB, TB values are given, so no need to neglect any of the terms from this equation, right? So now Q equal to del T is nothing but TA and TB values are given, so TA minus TB divided by R value, right? Just find out the R value, that is equal to 1 by A into HA value given in the problem is 1 by 17, right? HA is 17 plus L1 is equal to 0.15 divided by K1 is given as, in the problem it is given K1 is equal to, okay, K1 is nothing but the thermal conductivity of the cement, K2 is nothing but the thermal conductivity of cork value, K3 is nothing but the thermal conductivity of brick. So thermal conductivity of cement has been given as 0.28 plus the L2 value given is 0.2 meter, 0.2 divided by K2, that is cork value is 0.05 plus L3 is nothing but the thickness of the brick, that is 0.3 meter divided by thermal conductivity of the brick is 2.5 plus 1 by HB value is 55.4, right? 17, 1 divided by 17 plus 0.2 divided by 0.05 plus 0.3 divided by 2.5 plus 1 divided by 55.4. You will get the answer 4.196. 4.196, it is your R value. Here in the problem you are asked to find out the heat flow rate, that is Q value only. Q value only you are asked to find out. This Q value has to be find out from here. Whenever the area value is not given, you just keep the area value as it is or it is equal to 1. Now this R value has to be substituted here. So Q equal to del T overall, that is TA minus TB is nothing but 253 minus 298. TA is 253 minus 298 divided by R value is 1 by A into 4.196. Now 253 minus 298 is nothing but minus 45 divided by 4.196. Bring this 1 by A in the left hand side, Q into 1 by A. So Q by A equal to minus 45 divided by 4.196 will be minus 10.72. So the unit of Q will be watts and the area is meter squared. So 10.72 watt per meter square, right? Here you are having a minus sign, so here write it, the negative sign indicates heat flow occurs in opposite direction. Okay, the problem is over. Thank you all.